where he won both previous races. He started from pole for his injuries and do it from the middle of the front row. And you've got to say that Andrea Dovizioso
of food poisoning overnight.
Nothing like the trots to keep you focused when it comes to a goal there. He's pretty much renowned for not looking over his shoulder that much during those test sessions, but it's all in 47 MotoGPs. Michele Pirro on the other Ducati. Go now! And off the line, Valentino Rossi! Oh, dear me, this is just going to be something spectacular. Maverick Vinales.
I'll let you know when I'm told, Keith. Dovi's right behind him, then it's Marquez.
Unbelievable, the two Hondas, so we got two factory Yamaha. Marquez, will it play into his hands? I've got to say, Lorenzo is looking a little bit racy, isn't he?
Just a little bit. Third place. Top class.
It's Petrucci that's come up into 7th place, so watch out for Danilo Petrucci. He cheated with the doctor.
Now then, Ducati's down the front straight, Keith.
Oof, obviously. Wait, no, he doesn't. They get under him, and the undercut works for one of them, and that one
is his teammate. I use the term loosely. Valentino Rossi.
Ducati, 13 trucks are here for their hospitality on this track. How many times has he won here?
5 in the top class. Look at Vinales
yeah, just
in third.
You took the words out my...
The other god of Italian sport who was just retired.
Yeah, but not in his team.
We do have a jump start.
That's a technical point that I never knew, Jules. Thank you for that. Grid order. Unbelievable. Ducati out of order. Maybe he's a little bit weaker than he was when he started the weekend.
This is like the Moto3 race.
I'll tell you what, we had a great Moto3 race. We had a really interesting...
Englishman have a habit of delivering when the pressure is really on.
Jorge Lorenzo. That's a technical point that I never knew, Jules. Thank you for that. Grid order. Unbelievable. Ducati out of order. Maybe he's a little bit weaker than he was when he started the weekend.
This is like the Moto3 race.
I'll tell you what, we had a great Moto3 race. We had a really interesting...
Englishman have a habit of delivering when the pressure is really on.
Jorge Lorenzo is your man, as we're on board with now, chasing his teammate through Corintaio, I think that is. And we've got 3 course, 15. Now then, get in the drive.
Will the Ducatis get up to them?
Yeah, they will. Absolutely, they will.
How many?
Pull it.
Last time round.
I've got a feeling that's going to fly out the window.
I think you're right.
We'll keep under the weather quite a lot. If it was a bit cooler then, that might have given them a bit more performance in the race.
Here
but
comes Maverick.
Under pressure, Valentino.
Assured there in 3rd place.
Frightened me twice. He's about to frighten the factory Yamahas, I have the feeling. Sam Lowes is 20th. Bradley Smith 23rd.
Where's Scott Redding? 15th.
Yeah, I didn't see him on my...
He holds it. Dovi pushed back again.
60 mile an hour, 2nd gear, building up to 70 mile an hour in Luco. This turn left, and there is the... Must have done his brain a whole load of good.
It's still an advance on what he had last week.
But not as much as your teammate, believe me, Jules, as a rider that on an Italian...
Gianfranco Banera.
Gianfranco Banera. I went to see him in 1973 at Mallory Park.
That's how long...
It was too obvious for you to be trying to trip me up.
I go to Yamaha by then.
Incredible. Gianfranco Banera.
In these conditions.
Look at Jorge Lorenzo getting caught up behind Valentino Rossi.
Blimey, yes.
That was what
Dovi's saying, that you will have to be careful with your effort. You can't go flat out for 100% of the time. What goes in front of Lorenzo as well?
Alvaro on the Pull and Bear Aspar Team Ducati.
Up the order.
Zarco's all over Lorenzo. Hello, Johan. And we know he's been soft, front and rear, throughout the week so far. And he's gone with that harder rear tire. Has he put a medium on the back then, has he? Petrucci. Then it's Bautista up into 5th place in front of Marquez. And look at Petrucci.
He's getting closer and closer, Keith.
He is good. So much horsepower, these things. It's more about sticking the stuff to the road than it is to find a gap in the air in front. The company, and through goes Petrucci. Petrucci now has made the move on Valentino Rossi. Oh, Danilo Petrucci, that's but throw his all run wide. I thought he was going to make that pass as well and follow. Fact is, right now, Dovizioso out front. He's actually underlining what Cal Crutchlow said earlier in the week.
And Petrucci, in qualifying, he had a time good enough for the front row, but he got done for exceeding track limits.
Well, that was... at Mugello. He's got great form round here. He's been on the Ducati all this time. Struggle with it, isn't he?
It's not easy, is it?
You would really think that he would be able to get that M1 underneath the Ducati. And once again, with 10 mile an hour in hand, would pass it.
Petrucci has a quick look, sees Valentino's there as well.
Lorenzo, as they got into the pit lane exit, and I'm wondering just then whether the Ducati it is going to be Ducati's finest hour, surely, here at Mugello, over the line from Vinales. Factory test rider, Ian only on the Suzuki is in 10th place, and we will have to work out what happened with Crutchlow and Petrucci.
Since Casey Stoner in 09.
Yeah, but more importantly, even than that, Julian, that's Cal out. What are you doing? That is a rare mistake from Dani Pedrosa.
That's not Dani at all, is it?
He came from so far back,
Yeah.
He shouldn't have. How much money, how much commitment, how much have they put into this?
And how much has he